Hi guys! I wanted to come to you today with a video that I almost, not that I would never do it, but it's very different for me, and I am a planner and pen and paper junkie. I mentioned it in a video a little bit ago, but I don't know if you've seen that. I'll link it below. Kind of is good to watch before or after this one, because this is how I organize my life. And you would think that I'm a single person, what would I have to organize? And that's very true, but as I live with assistants, I need to make sure that I'm on the ball with what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, who's coming in to do what. So what I do is I use a planner. I'm a planner junkie. I have used a planner since grade school, since they taught us how to use planners. And I have had planners that are more extensive and more expensive, and I have had the ones that are free that the school gives to you. After a lot of time and effort and watching a lot of YouTube videos on a lot of planners, and considering the Erin Condren and the Happy Planner, the Life Planner, all of that, I ended up with two planners. One that will be for work, so I don't have that yet, but I will show it to you when I do. And that is gonna be a little more extensive, just a little. I think I'm gonna use just the Michael's Recollections brand, and it's only because as much as I am a planner person and I like to write down everything that could ever come to mind, I have planners designated for different things and journals designated for different things. So my work planner and my personal planner, they don't really need to serve a function of a place to dump everything. For my personal planner, I just use something like this. This is just the student agenda layout, and I got this one actually at Dollarama, or I guess Dollar Tree might sell them too. I added in the little flags here, just to mark my notes pages. It's the student edition, so it starts in August, and ends end of July. So it works out nicely if I did want to switch to another planner, but I specifically like this layout because I have trouble with my vision, and so the numbers are really big and it's color coded, which that just makes me happy. There's not a lot of extra bulk, as you can see it's very skinny. Again, I just added in a flag for this would be the beginning of August, and I am just going to use these pages as notes pages for whatever I need to use them for. And then this is this week here in September. I haven't used this planner yet. It is completely clean, and I don't know, for me, only using it to say track hours and write down my to-dos, my personal to-dos, this is all I really need. I don't need a lot of note paper, although this comes with a sheet of paper in the back. Nothing more than that. I don't need conversion charts or anything like that, and I just like the horizontal layout. So for me, I would rather spend $3 or $4 on a planner that I like and am familiar with and can use. I have the 2017 version right here, and it is basically the exact same thing, but you can see there's just a lot of room and ability for you to kind of make it your own, which I like. I'm not knocking any of the more higher end planners, but for me, if I just need to make a list, then fine. If I was going to get a planner, I would probably, a higher end planner, I would probably end up with maybe an Erin Condren? Well, we'll see, because I need a very specific planner layout that I have not found yet. I would like A5 size, or yeah, this is about A5 size, a 9 point, what is this, 6 by 9, a 6.9 in hourly, in horizontal, in a very colorful layout, which does not exist. And the hourly I use for work purposes because I usually have a lot of meetings. So I like to block those out and then write down whatever I need to write down. But then with these ones, what I will do and what I have done in the past is I will just write something. Say I have a meeting that is going to be at 10 o'clock and I start at 8. So I'll put that, you know, in what would be considered the morning, sort of the first part of, this is in December, but we'll use this as an example. So if I had a 10 o'clock appointment, I'd put it somewhere in this top part. If I had and I would just put like 10 o'clock meet with Joe. And then if I had a meeting that was at 2 or 3, I'd put it, you know, in the lower part here, meet with Cindy or something. And then I can just write the meeting time there, and I have a lot of extra space to write whatever I need to write. I mean, I would love a daily because I like to be able to have everything in one place, but I don't know that a planner that would have the hourly on one side, almost like a 2-page spread for one day, where you could have the hourly on one side and the blank sheet on the other side just to write whatever you need to write, other than maybe the Get to Work book. I've seen that and I kind of like that. In layout, in actual design and just creative color choices, I don't. And I don't like, personally, this is how picky I am, I just don't like planners that have mind maps and project organizers, although I may like that in the future, but I would rather just print off one and pin it to where I need to, which kind of makes me think that I should go into a file of facts, like more type of ringed planner, but we will see. All of this to say, I have 2 planners. Usually I have my personal planner, which you have seen, and then I will have a work planner that is usually an hourly daily, and I will just write everything I can think of under the sun in there. I will use one planner or both planners to track my hours, so that's what I specifically need these for, the hours and the times that I need to be places, because I do freelance, and so I will keep my 2017 planner probably until tax season, because I need to, you know, keep all of that top of mind if I need to go back for a client or for my business taxes and all that type of thing. So that is why I have such a focus on I need as little as possible, but as much flexibility as I can get. And for me, these work. For you, something else might work. If you would like me to get sort of deeper into these things and kind of show you more, I can definitely do that. I am not really one for stickers, and more like scrapbook planning is what I would call it, with the spreads. Although they're beautiful, I just do not have the time. I just need something to be able to write my list of things down and go, because as much as that is beautiful, I just don't have the time, the need, or the want to do all of that type of planning. We'll see what happens come November. I might treat myself a planner. It all depends on how work works out in the next couple of months and if I get extremely, extremely busy. But I really think there is no perfect planner. I think that there's going to be a perfect planner for every person, and this is just what I use. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. And that is how I organize my life within the planner world. My regular content will be back in the next day or two, so stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, whatever you're going through, keep pushing, and I will see you in the next video.